Welcome everyone. In this presentation, we will introduce our project case study, which is the contract of civil, mechanical, electrical, and control installations for firefighting and alarm system. We will present a summary of the contract, a SWOT analysis, and contract execution steps, main clauses, payment methods, conflicts, dispute resolution, and final comments. This presentation is prepared by me, Engineer Muhammad Khalid Sultan, and my colleague, Engineer Noha Muhammad Said. This contract is based on a lump sum with 80% accuracy of the bill of quantities provided by the owner. It's a hybrid contract that combines lump sum, remeasurement, safeguard, and daily rates for commissioning and startups. This means that the contract lump sum value can be adjusted if the total quantities exceeds 20% increase, which is very useful to the contractor. It covers civil, mechanical, electrical, and control works. And, and an important feature is that final payments are tied to successful commissioning and startup. The contract has several strengths. First, it integrates civil, mechanical, and electrical works into one package, which minimizes interface risks. Second, the scope for pre-commissioning and commissioning is clearly defined, which ensures the system will be fully operational before acceptance. Third, quality assurance is reinforced through the requirement that all drawings and documents must be approved for construction. Fourth, the contract includes strong financial safeguards, such as advance payment, performance bond, and retention guarantees. Another strength is the bill of quantities safeguard, which is based on the 80% accuracy clause, allowing adjustment if actual quantities significantly exceed estimates. Finally, the owner's responsibilities are clearly defined, including site handover, permits, and the provision of key equipment. Despite the strengths, there are weaknesses. Daily rates for commissioning and startup create risks of uncontrolled cost growth if the project is delayed. There is also no clear change order clause, which may lead to disputes when scope modifications are needed. Additionally, tying final payment to commissioning and completion exposes the contractor to cash flow risks if the client delays acceptance. Furthermore, the contract imposes additional obligations on the contractor, increasing responsibilities without clear compensation. Price escalation is another concern, as it's only allowed in case of sovereign decisions, leaving the contractor exposed to market cost increases. Lastly, cost-plus provisions are vaguely defined, which could lead to confusion over what expenses are reimbursed. Opportunities from this contract include providing a flexible model that can be applied to future EPC projects. The detailed pre-commissioning requirements allow the contractor to demonstrate technical competence and safety. The 80% POQ clause is a precedent contractors can use in future negotiations. Additionally, the sequencing of work stages helps with planning and resource allocation. Finally, the force majeure clause provides structured relief, offering a clear framework for managing unforeseen disruptions without penalty. Threats that may arise include disputes if the owner and contractor disagree on BOQ tolerances. There is a risk of delayed or withheld payments if the client doesn't accept commissioning result, and the lack of change order mechanism increase the risk of scope creep and uncompensated work. Liquidated damages are applied automatically in the case of delay, even without proven harm. Work stoppages and owner-related delays may extend the project and create disagreements over compensation. Finally, dispute resolution is limited to the DBA authority without a multi-tier mechanism such as arbitration. During the pre-contract stage, the contract was negotiated with the owner's BOQ at 80% accuracy. It was also agreed that daily rates would apply for commissioning and startup activities. This creates flexibility, but also financial uncertainty. The execution of the contract follows four steps. First is the construction of civil, mechanical, and electrical works. Second is pre-commissioning, which includes calibration, testing kits, and safety equipment like gas detectors. Third is commissioning and startup, which involve operational testing and link directly to financial milestones. Finally is mechanical completion, which certifies the full completion of works before handover. The contract is organized into 21 clauses that cover the main aspects of execution. These include the scope of works and reference documents, the contract duration, and the contract value with payment mechanisms. There are also clauses on performance guarantees and the specific obligations of both contractor and owner. Risk areas are addressed through provisions on force majeure, dispute resolution, and termination. Together, these clauses provide the legal and administrative backbone of the agreement. This slide shows the payment schedule for the project. First, 25% is paid as an advance when the contract is signed. The remaining 75% is paid in stages, based on the actual progress and certified work. If the quantity of work changes by more than 20%, the total amount can be adjusted. Extra work, like commissioning or startup, is paid at daily rates. The final payment is made only after commissioning is finished and mechanical completion is approved. The contract type is hybrid. It combines lump sum pricing, free measurement safeguards, daily rates, and cost plus provisions. This makes it flexible but also complex in administration. Conflicts and disputes may occur due to quantity deviations beyond the BOQ tolerance. Disagreements may also arise over daily rates. The absence of a formal change order process can create scope-related conflicts. Finally, delays in acceptance by the client may postpone final settlement. For dispute resolution, the contract mainly relies on negotiation and escalation. If the issue is not resolved, formal disputes are referred to the DBA. Its decision is final and binding on both parties. However, unlike modern FedEx contracts, there is no structured multi-tier process such as dispute adjudication board followed by arbitration. This makes the mechanism more limited and potentially less balanced. In general, the contract is technically and financially balanced. It has strong safeguards like the BOQ accuracy clause and the detailed pre-commissioning requirements. However, it lacks a structured change order process and exposes the contractor to risks from daily rates and linked payments. Future improvements could include FedEx-style dispute resolution clauses. This concludes our presentation on the contract case study. Please refer to the report and the SWOT analysis for more details. Thank you for your attention. We are ready to answer any questions. Thanks again, goodbye, and good luck for all of you.